Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite Mexican, your boy Brandon Walker, back at it again. This video, we're going to do something different. We're actually going to be talking about the future of boxing. Talk about a few guys that we've been talking about, and just going to lay it out there for you. So, basically, everyone is hung up on Canelo, Terrence Crawford, Spence. They've been the talk of the boxing for years, and I get it. But the thing is they're getting older. They're the old heads now. They're in their 30s. A lot of them are only fighting once a year. Crawford, shit, I don't even know when the last time he fought. You know what I mean? So Spence is going to be out for the next year. Canelo, he has a easy fight coming up with Caleb Plant. So there's more to look. Basically, the point I'm trying to get at, there's more to look forward to. So boom, here we're going to lay it down, all right? The future of the Mexican boxing, future Latino boxing, and the future of American boxing, everything coming out of Philly. My colleague Jamil Parker, he got Philly on lock. And Philly is known for its history, but the thing is, it's about to have a resurgence. It's already had it, but I don't think people actually realize how crazy it is. And the resurgence that we're going to have in the Mexican boxing, Latino boxing that's about to happen, man, y'all are asleep on the wheel. So let's get it started. So we're going to start off with the Mexican boxing. So for me, Jesus Ramos is, man, he's all that and then some. I've been talking about him for a minute. He first came on my radar a while back. And then when I saw he was fighting Javier Molina on the Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola undercard, I'm like, yo, this means that they're actually trying to put him in there, with somebody, with a real fighter. I looked at his record. I'm like, okay, 15-0, 14 knockouts going into that fight. I'm like, damn. But people forget Javier Molina. He's a guy that beat Danny Garcia in the amateurs. Javier Molina's a real fighter, and, he beat him with ease, So the guy, Jesus Ramos, he's a big kid. He's been fluctuating between 147 and 154, and it looks like maybe he's going to stay at 154 for now. A lot of people, especially us, the Mexicans, we're really behind Virgil right now. Virgil Ortiz is our next guy that we're looking forward to pumping up, because we want to see him fight Crawford, and some of us think he's going to beat Crawford. Me, personally, I don't. He does not beat Crawford right now. But I think a lot of y'all are asleep at the wheel because I think Jesus Ramos is that guy. I think he's the one that we should be behind and we should be following. I think he's just as good as Virgil or better. If you put him up, Virgil's eventually going to leave 147. And if you got Virgil against Ramos, who do you got? I don't got Ortiz. I know who I got. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all are sleeping on Jesus Ramos, man. He's only 20 years old, and he's going to be a world champion for sure. He's definitely going to be a world champion. Next, we got Diego Pacheco. You got a 6'4" Mexican from California, and he fights at super middleweight. Man, he knocks dudes the fuck out. Like, he knocks dudes the fuck out, like spark out. Like, he's really somebody you got to watch. And then from my city, man, you got Bam Rodriguez. A lot of dudes already know about him. He's a flyweight whirlwind. Southpaw, left-hander, throws a lot of punches. But he's definitely somebody that, like, how dudes got behind Chocolatito for being that little badass, that's how they're going to get behind him. They're going to recognize him as, like, the smallest, baddest man, in boxing. And if you don't know who he is, he's Joshua Franco's twin brother. I know y'all probably know who Franco is from his win that he just had against Maloney a few weeks back. You got Rick Medina Jr. from San Antonio. He's good. Super featherweight, I believe it's 9-0 or 10-0. My boy Rick Morones was like probably the best promoter in San Antonio. This dude is for real San Antonio. Every time I see him, man, he always talks about Rick Medina. Like, he's really pumping him up. And then you got the cats from Mexico that not a lot of people know about. You got Omar Pollo Aguilar, who my boy Tanner Gill, shout out to Tanner Gill, the best matchmaker in the game. He put me on to this dude. He fights Friday on the Valdez undercard. He's 21-0, 20 knockouts, 15 knockouts in the first round. The only thing about him, though, is he has not fought an absolute soul in there. So, but the thing is, with the fighters from Mexico, you don't know until they start fighting the good guys here in America. But, it may turn out good for him because, like I said, Jaime Munguia was never fought in the States. First fight in the States, he fights Saddam Ali. He's world champ. And I'm not that high on Munguia, but just to show you that, you can't underestimate somebody just because you don't know them or never heard of them. So let's see what, this puncher El Pollo has. And then you got William Zepeda, 23-0, 21 knockouts. He just fought Hector Tanahara that a few months ago, and man, I feel bad because Hector's a cool ass dude, man. I see him at the barbershop all the time. Shout out to Chewy Jones, and man, Hector's a cool ass dude. I hate to see him get done up like that by that dude Zepeda, but Zepeda's the truth, man. 23-0, 21 knockouts, left-hander, hell of aggressive. Like you gotta watch him.